Hey guys, how you going? And today I'm bringing you a brand new video. I'm still up on retreat, but I'll be back home this afternoon. So you'll be able to see my food Friday and a short afternoon vlog before I head off to work that night. What I want to talk about today though was the best ways I've saved money eating on this lifestyle and like transitioning, how I've saved money eating on this compared to eating regular standard food that everyone eats today. The biggest thing I found is that when I was eating this standard diet of like Australians or Americans, a Western standard diet, is that you buy your food everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Like you go out, and I never ate McDonald's because I was always conscious of health and stuff with my sport. But you'd eat like chips and frozen cokes and ice creams and a whole bunch of other things that aren't good for your body. Now, one thing that I'm really disappointed in myself is I was buying food at school almost every day, and that was things like Coke and hot chips and ice creams, and it wasn't good. And that was costing probably $10 a day of lunch. Now, I know that's not expensive for some, but for someone who's still in school and only has a part-time job, $10 a day, 5 days a week, like, I'm looking at losing like a lot of money there. So I was spending $15 a week, or $50 a week, I'm sorry. And now, because I eat healthy, I don't eat any of the food there, I take my own food, it's all healthy, it's all fresh, I don't have to buy anything. That's like $50 a week there saved. That's before I've even gone out. One of the other biggest things is I used to buy food at work a lot. I'd make myself a pizza or something along those lines. So that would be $10, and if I'm working 4 nights a week and I'd eat a pizza every night, say, then that's $40. So total so far between school and work is $90 a week that I was possibly spending. Now since I've started eating a more clean and high carb diet, I would take stuff like rice. I'd cook my rice beforehand and I would take it to work. And throughout the night I would just pull out my bowl and I would have a few mouthfuls and then keep working. So I can continually eat throughout the night when I'm feeling peckish or hungry, and I don't have to spend any money. Now people they look at me and, oh yeah, you really like your rice, don't you? I'm like, yeah. And I continually eat that pretty much every time I go there now, because when you're surrounded by food, like in a kitchen, you're tempted to eat it. Now I found if I have a big meal before I go to work, for the first few hours I'm all good. Until I start to get hungry, I start to eat bad foods, like start getting hungry, and I'll start looking towards the hot chips bowl, and I'll start picking at things like that. And it's not good. You can continually do that if you're hungry and not eating the right things. Like I found last Saturday when I ate raw till 4, I was hungry, and no, I wasn't surrounded by bad food that day, and I took my rice to work that night, it was okay. But if I was hungry and I was out, and there wasn't those like vegetarian, vegan options available, then I would have been in a big problem. That's what I've found. I find if you take your own food, you can save money. Now, that doesn't mean don't go out for like dinner and stuff, and don't enjoy like being with friends and socializing, because going out and eating is very social. And if you restrict it so many things, then it's not social anymore. So I found you can still go out, but you don't want to be continually buying your lunch. Well, for me, I'm in high school, and I don't think buying your lunch every single day is the best, because there's $90 a week guy, and if I'm only earning like $200 a week, I can't save very much, can I? And then I don't have a lot if I want to save, then I don't have a lot of spare money, and it all becomes really difficult. So, what do I reckon? I reckon you should take your own food. I reckon you should buy a rice cooker and cook some rice. You can cook so much rice for out of a $5 bag, it's unbelievable. I also recommend you take fruit. A container of dates is here at the moment is about $10. Yes, it might be expensive, but those dates last me forever. I don't have big meals with it, but I'll sit there and it's a good snack food. That snack might last you every afternoon or every morning tea for a week. Any types of fruits. I have wraps when I'm at school, and Mum puts egg on them, and I know that's not vegan, but it's just something to get some like energy in. And so, like, if you follow my Food Fridays, you'll see specifically what I eat, and I'm not buying food. That's all food that's been made in the morning. I take it to school. Another video I'm going to make soon is the importance of breakfast. In order to not buy food, you don't want to be hungry. Start the day off with a big breakfast. I'll talk about that in an upcoming video, so stay tuned to see that and why it's so important and my thoughts on that. I don't get why some people eat the way that they do, and it must cost them so much. Like, the health industry is worth, like, it's like in the billions. It's that much. And we let that happen. We can't let that happen. So try and take your own food and make it healthy food, because you'll feel so much better, you'll feel fuller for longer, and you're going to be saving money while you do so. That's it for today's video. Thumbs up if you liked it, comment on it, do whatever you gotta do. And remember, if you want to go big, dream big. I'll see you in the next video.